in the cradle of a world untouched, 7.6 million years ago, where the earth pulsed with raw life. The first humans, our distant kin, roamed the savannas and forests of a land we now call Africa. They were not yet Homo sapiens, but beings of instinct and heart, their lives woven into the rhythms of sun and stars. Among them, in a small band of Sahelanthropus tchadensis, love bloomed, not as words, but as actions, as glances, as the quiet strength of togetherness. In the golden haze of dawn, Quay, a sturdy male with deep-set eyes, crouched by a riverbank, his calloused fingers tracing patterns in the mud. Beside him knelt Lyra, a female whose nimble hands wove reeds into a crude mat. Their bond was not spoken, for language was yet unborn, but it was felt in the way Quay's gaze lingered on Lyra, softening as she hummed a low, tuneless melody. Love was in the act of being near, of choosing each other's presence in a world of danger. Scene shifts to the band moving through tall grasses. The group, 10 strong, moved as one, their silhouettes sharp against the rising sun. Quay walked close to Lyra, his arm brushing hers, a silent vow to shield her from the unseen. When a rustle in the grass hinted at a predator, Quay's hand found Lyra's, guiding her behind him, his body tense but steady. Love was protection, an instinct carved into their bones. At midday, the band rested beneath a sprawling acacia tree. Lyra plucked a ripe fruit from a low branch, its juice staining her fingers. She turned to Quay, offering the fruit with a shy tilt of her head. He took it, their fingers touching briefly, a spark of warmth in their eyes. The others watched, some mimicking the gesture with their own kin, sharing food, grooming each other's tangled hair. Love was in the giving, in the small acts that said, "You are mine, and I am yours." Scene shifts to evening. The band gathered around a fireless camp. As twilight painted the sky in hues of amber and indigo, Lyra sat close to Quay, her shoulder pressed against his. She reached for a sharp stone, gently scraping dirt from his arm, her touch careful and deliberate. Quay's eyes, reflecting the fading light, held a quiet gratitude. Around them, the band huddled, sharing warmth, their soft grunts and touches weaving a tapestry of trust. Love was in the closeness, in the safety of touch. One night, a storm rolled over the savanna, thunder shaking the earth. The band huddled in a shallow cave, fear flickering in their eyes. Lyra trembled, her breath uneven, but Quay wrapped his arm around her, pulling her close. His warmth steadied her, his heartbeat a rhythm against her own. In that moment, love was defiance against the chaos, a promise to endure together. Scene shifts to a new day. The band faced hardship. A dry season had withered the fruit trees, and hunger gnawed at their bellies. Quay ventured far, his feet blistered, to find a hidden grove. He returned with a handful of roots, offering them to Lyra first. She ate, her eyes meeting his with something deeper than gratitude, a bond that transcended survival. Love was sacrifice, the choice to give when there was little to spare. As seasons turned, Quay and Lyra's bond grew, etched in shared glances in the way they moved as one. One dawn, Lyra paused by the river, her fingers crafting a small wreath of vines. She placed it on Quay's head, her lips curving in a rare smile. He stood taller, his chest swelling, wearing her gift like a crown. The band watched, their grunts softening into murmurs of approval. Love was adornment, a mark of belonging. When a rival band encroached, tension rippled through the group. Quay stood at the forefront, his stance wide, but Lyra stepped beside him, her presence a quiet strength. Together, they faced the threat, their unity a signal to all. We are one. Love was alliance, a force that bound them against the world. Closing scene. As the sun dipped low, Quay and Lyra sat on a hill, overlooking the vast savanna. Their hands rested close, fingers almost touching, their silence filled with understanding. Around them, the band thrived, their bonds mirroring Quay and Lyra's, acts of care, of protection, of giving. In a world without words, love was the language of survival, the heartbeat of the first humans, echoing through time to us. Subscribe now, or I'll take you phone.